Hello everyone, I'm Kistar and welcome back to some more Theater 12. Last time we left off, that crazy guy, Alan, wanted to kill Keiko's son. Yeah, nice. Just to get her information. So now, it's almost Sunday, divine selection, Keiko gonna die.
Naomi!
We always limps her way into the room. I don't know how he did it, but he seems to have knocked everyone unconscious without injuring them. She holds her broken glasses in one hand.
ごめん、ナオミ。私が巻き込んだから。そんな、違います。私が勝手に。ね。
Keiko interrupts our conversation.
今は外で倒れている看護師さんたちを見ているでしょうけれど、警備員はすぐこっちに来るわ。混乱しているうちに早く帰りなさい。私が言い訳するから心配はしないで。でもそれに少し春樹と一緒に過ごさせてちょうだい。ナオミ、行こう。
She answers with a quick nod. Security makes their way into the nursing room soon after, but we make sure to leave the hospital right away. After getting out, we head back to the Lion House. The only thing we speak about on our return is about what happened in the nursery. Otherwise, we walk along in silence. Unsurprisingly, I obtained the same cards as numero X11, though I no longer have any desire to eliminate her. There's something I want to say to Naomi.
駅まで送るよ。メガネも壊れちゃって帰りは危ないでしょ。はい。ありがとうございます。
I spent our journey to the station wondering if I have in me to say what I want to her. The longer I hold it in, the harder it will be to say. That's why I need to say it now. It may feel like I'm making up excuses, but I've reached my conclusion.
危ないことはダメって言ったよね。いや、そうじゃなくて私が悪かったんだ。認識が甘かった。
I never once considered that a situation like that could occur so easily. I figured things might be dangerous, but I failed to see the full picture until tonight.
ナオミが一緒に背負うって言ってくれて私は救われた。それだけで十分だ。みんな命を懸けてる。これからもっと他人を巻き込むことをためらわなくなるかもしれない。だからここからは私一人でやるよ。先輩、それって
You're gonna make her cry. I know how to reaffirm her presumptions. I really couldn't be happier over her decision to help me. It's done far more for me than she could ever imagine. But the more I rely on her, the more danger I'll be putting her in. That's why I forced myself to stay silent, otherwise I might renegade on my statement.
わかりました。助けるって言ったのに、守るって言ったのに、私は足を引っ張ってただけで。そんなことはない。ナオミがいなかったら私。でもね、危険にさらすのは嫌なんだ。大丈夫です。先輩の気持ち分かってます。危険なことはダメって先輩が最初に言ったのを守れなかったのは私ですから。ごめん、ありがとう。ナオミがいるって思うだけで私は強くなれるから。ここからは一人で大丈夫だから。
I tried to get her to the station after our talk.
いいです。大丈夫です。一人で帰ります。
She makes her way to the station without me, and I can't bring myself to chase after her. I'm certain I'll start to rely on her again if I do. I really should have left her talk until we reached the station, but no, I'm too dumb to think that far ahead. If I had, then she wouldn't have to walk the streets at night all alone. Please tell me she's safe. It's Sunday. When I wake up the next morning, I feel miserable. I didn't have any dreams last night. Well, I don't think I did anyway. There's no doubt they would have been nightmares if I had any. Maybe that's why I don't remember. 店を開けよう。 Fortunately, I'm able to get the store up and running like normal, probably because work should keep my mind off everything else. Before long, it's afternoon. The number of customers drops significantly around this time thanks to the current lack of proper food menu.
いらっしゃ。
Keiko!
いいえ、二人ね。いい。
Keiko arrives, her baby in her arms. I see no reason to turn them away, so I lead her to an empty table. She orders coffee, so I make sure to brew it like I always do. The last thing I want to do is let any of my sadness simply leak into it.
美味しいわね。
Oh, the baby is so cute! She doesn't order anything for her baby, which isn't surprising. Not like we have anything that a baby could enjoy in the first place.
ねえ、少しお話いいかしら。
She's the only customer at the moment, so I accept her offer.
実は私ね、カードを見た時からあなたの名前を素敵だって思ってたのよ。どうしたんですか、急に。伝えておきたかったのよ。凛という字に火。でも夢の世界で見たあなたは不安げなだけの子供で似合っていないって思っちゃったわ。ちょっと残念だって思ったの。全然凛としてないなって。
Ah! That's kind of annoying to hear, but I can't really argue with that. It really must have looked helpless in the dream world.
でもね、実際に会ったあなたは違った。あなたの瞳はあの世界の誰よりも凛としていた。あなたの言葉は誰よりも燃えていた。恵子さんは名前は人に一生寄り添うものって言いましたね。実は私のおばあちゃんも名前に恥じないようにしなって口癖のように言っていました。
I never expected her to remind me of that.
いいおばあちゃんね。ずっと大切にするのよ、あなたの名前を。
She finishes off her coffee along with the train of thought.
一つお願いがあるの。お願いですか。
Let me guess that when she's eliminated for me to go to her husband and say about Keiko wanting to name her son Haruki.
ええ。この手紙を預かってほしいの。それで面倒かもしれないけれど、あなたに書き写してほしい。夫と子供へのメッセージを書いたの。でも私が脱落したら消えてしまうでしょ。住所と宛名は中に書いてあるから、それを書いて送ってもらえればいいわ。今晩私が脱落すれば、明日は私が死んでから3週間ということでしょ。この子が生まれてから14日以内に出生届を出さないといけないから、もう名前は決まってしまっているでしょうけれど、せめて思いだけでも伝えたいの。
She avoids referring to Haruki by name for some reason. I can't claim to understand why, but I do recognize the reality that he won't have the same name when she's eliminated.
諦めるんですか。いいえ、あの男の情報を3つ探し出せば身を守れる。これまでも調べなかったわけじゃないのよ。ほとんど結果は出なかっただけで半ば諦めていたけど、これから今日一日は探すことにするわ。でもきっと無理。それくらいわかるわ。手伝おうなんて言うのはダメよ。言いませんよ。だってもしあの人に見つかったら今度こそ協力者だと思われます。そしたらそのまま私も狙われる。私が脱落したら恵子さんのお願い聞けませんから。ええ、ありがとうね。
She reveals a satisfied smile before continuing.
お礼になるかわからないけれど、私が唯一突き止めた情報を教えるわ。あの男の名前は アラン・スコーピオン。親から受け継いだ宝石会社をたった数年で世界規模の企業に持ち上げたインドの若き天才経営者だそうよ。顔さえわかればすぐに見つかる情報。インターネットにも書いてあるしね。偶然よ。
雑誌に目を通していたら彼の写真が載っていたんだもの。選定が始まるずっと前に撮影したものでしょうけど。
アラン・スコーピオン。それがあの人の名前。
ええ、私が教えるのはこれだけ。あなたへのお礼よ。私の脱落が決まったわけではないものね。それに私はあなたにお願いをしたとはいえ、あなたにかけてもいるわ。
There's no need for her to explain what she means. She's entrusted me with something important. I know exactly what it is, too.
それじゃあね。お願い。よろしくね。
And just like that, she leaves. All that remains behind is her letter. I'll not feel any sort of pressure from having accepted it. In fact, showing her feelings has given me more hope than when I spent my time worrying about having to eliminate the other participants. I can understand what she wants precisely because we haven't spoken much.
リント。
I take a nice big stretch. I'm on my own from this day forward. The last thing I want to do is bring shame to my name. When I return to my room later that night, the book of cards start to glow again. To no surprise, it turns out to be his name card. Keiko said that you could find him easily on the internet, so I run a quick search. Little did I expect this many results from a simple name search.
こんな簡単に。
Also, I think, but things get complicated very quickly. There's nothing much on him from before he inherited the company at age 16, let alone anything related to how he may have died 3 weeks ago. No need to mention that his regret remains a complete mystery too. But knowing his occupation, where he's from, and especially his name is a big step forward. It may be worthwhile to head back to the library again and look through newspaper magazines. As for right now, I've got something more important to do, transcribing the letter from Keiko.
Yes.
Written on the paper are her thoughts and feelings towards her husband and child. She actually didn't write it as herself, but as one of her friends. That means it'll be far less painful for her husband to read compared to one coming directly from her. Her writing is nice and tidy. Just reading it feels like I'm getting a glimpse of the sort of life she led. I involuntarily tear up when I came to her message of thanks to me at the very end of the letter. The regret of her mother who couldn't fulfill her duty. The letter never makes it explicit, but those feelings are definitely imbued in her words. I wonder, is a mother's love represented by her determination to live for her child's sake? That would make love the first thing a child receives. I'm sure their name comes after. And their name represents their life, so I'm sure Keiko wants to bestow such a meaning onto her own child. Families work in myriad ways, but Keiko really is attached to the feelings behind one's name. That's why it's ended up being her regret. I recall what she said about my name this afternoon. That the one and only thing other than my life that I received from my mother, according to my gran. In which case, she must have also passed on her determination and love when I was born. I wonder if I will be able to pour the same love into another person. I shake my head to clear the thoughts away before I dive too deeply into them. There's no point in wading through them now when none of the answers are there.
私の未練。
The same applies to this question. The reason I don't know my own regret is because I don't know myself well enough yet. I might be able to take pride in my own life once I learn my regret. But even if I don't make it through, no, scratch that. I know that I want to make it through. Regarding Keiko's letters has helped me finally find the resolve I need.
自分が何者かわからないまま死ぬのは嫌だよ。
Should Keiko be eliminated tonight, I'll mail this letter the very next morning. That'll be my top priority. Once I make the decision, the day begins to wind down. There stands Alan, as emotionless as ever. Should go without saying, but this is in the court of fate.
ごきげんよう。運命の奴隷の皆様。
A voice rings throughout the court, clear as a bell. Parker arrives to greet the participants, her innocent smile and ongoing deception.
この選定も今宵で3度目。順調に進んでいた選定もそろそろ不協和音が響く頃でしょうか。
相変わらず君は思わしげなことを言うね。本当は何も考えていないだけなんだろう。
あら、そうだとしてあなた様に関係がありまして。
Alan stares at number 2 as she talks to Parka. His gaze shifts between her and the girl beside her, number 1. He deduces that they are acquaintances, having noticed them conversing during the first night. Number 2 has proven to be far more wary than he imagined, with little to show from his information hunt on her. Meanwhile, number 1 is willing to risk herself for the sake of another participant. Eliminating her should prove to be an easy task, he has no doubt about that, and yet he finds himself curious about her. She chose to stand in his way when he had Keiko cornered. For reasons unknown even to him, the fire in her eyes back then was so...
それでは今宵も選定を始めましょう。
Alan's train of thought is interrupted by the goddess's announcement. Realizing that such thoughts are but a hindrance, he focuses instead on the matter at hand.
回れ、運命の大時計よ。
The clock movement signals the beginning of night's election process, and it starts with number 1. The goddess claims that one position on the dial provides neither advantage nor disadvantage, but Alan disagrees. Should 2 participants elect the same person, only one can earn priority by revealing a card about oneself. However, the higher your number, the easier it is to prevent the situation from occurring. The only reason to take such a risk is when one knows that person they plan to elect is in possession of a card one needs. To the effect as numeral X2, Alan feels the same as he has significant advantage. Alan considers the idea that number 1 will opt to elect Keiko. Should she be in possession of all Keiko's cards, she could create a situation where both she and Alan elect Keiko. It would be a win-win situation for her, as it would result in either Keiko's survivor or one of his personal cards being revealed. That's why he has no intention of electing Keiko should number 1 do so. The risk of being caught up in an simultaneous election far outweighs the benefit of getting one of the cards Keiko possesses. He's well aware of his position within society, so he fully expects that Keiko has discovered his name. It is likely that she's revealed this information to number 1 as well. However, his name is the only thing she should have been able to find out about him. As such, should number 1 have to eliminate Keiko, she will gain no new information about him.
私は指名しません。
Number 1 passes on electing her. This comes as no surprise to Alan. In fact, the odds of this happening were far higher than the scenario he anticipated earlier. As the clock hand spins around, number X1 who had elected someone last time, passes as well. That woman happens to be the one he is most wary of. It is plain to see that she a far cry from ordinary, not only due to the body of hers, but also her attitude. For instance, she blows him a kiss at the clock hand slows to a halt in front of him. This speaks volume about her character.
挑発には乗らない。
He mutters under his own breath, preventing anyone from hearing him.
あなた様はいかがですか？
僕は8番の女を指名する。
He states his intention with apathy. Then the next moment, the platform he stands on rumbles and begins to ascend. Both his and Keiko's platform rise to the upper stratum. The goddess appeared before them there, her face contorted into a wry smile. Keiko's composure serves as a bit of a surprise to Alan, and it's hard to believe that she could be so composed after the despair she put on display when he obtained her name card. Much like Ro before her, he expected to hear some emotional wailing.
それでは指名をどうぞ。
This marks Alan's second time electing someone, so he's acquainted with the process. Once his cards have got in front of him, he has only to read out the irrelevant ones. But of all his current cards, those related to Rose have lost their glow.
稽古亀淵。死因は脳出血だ。
Her cards react as he reads them aloud.
未練は
ねえ、あなたにも親がいるでしょ。家族がいるでしょ。
Her question interrupts his process.
余計なことを話すな。
私は脱落して元の死の運命に戻るけれど怖くはないわ。息子がいるもの。ほんのわずかな時間だったけれど私は母親だった。名前はつけてあげられなかったけれどきっと強く育つわ。名前はその人の本質ではなくあくまで願望、希望だもの。あなたにも名前をつけた両親がいるでしょう。ご両親のためにもせめて無関係な人を傷つけるのはやめてちょうだい。
両親のために、すでに死んだ親のために、何か死んだら全てが終わり無だ。だから生きている人間はすべからく自分の目的を達成するために生きているべきだ。
What about the ones we love? Alan finds himself infuriated by Keiko's words. His face may remain emotionless, but his eyes scream into the story.
自分のために、そして守るべきものを守るために、僕は何だってする。無関係の人間を殺そうが、無関係なところでどんな嘆きが生まれようが、それこそ僕。
His tone is bitter. Her words have riled him up. He never allows his emotions to slip off his tongue. He feels that he's handled the situation in a controlled manner. However, Keiko offers him a smile before continuing.
あなた無理してるわね。
お前の未練は子供の名前だ。
He says this to cut her off. Next, the three cards whose contact he spoke aloud float away from him. Once he reaches the middle of the court, they come together and form a triangular shape. Once in formation, they begin to emit a white light one by one. Alan knows what's to come next, so he closes his eyes and allows it to happen. The event took place in an intensive care unit. A nurse carried a sleeping newborn over to its mother. Its voice, the sound, that of an angel's, its existence, the very concept of hope made flesh. One couldn't say for certain whether or not her final words were heard at all.
名前は希望じゃない。人を縛る鎖だ。
Jesus Louise, Alan. Don't gotta be so uptight. That is the reason why Alan prefers to take name cards from those he eliminates. He's fully aware that the regret cards are the most difficult to obtain. Regardless, he believes with full sincerity that names chain their bearers down, that one can't come to understand another by knowing their name. Regret, cause of death, name.
やはり知られていたか。だが
Sticking to his beliefs, he has already decided which card to take. Mine, huh?
Keiko-san.
Numero X11 returns to the court having finished his selection. He chose to take my name card. Of all the options he had, Alan Scorpion purposely took my name card. Keiko likely had cause of death and regret cards as well, so he must have gone with me because he already met me in person. I had the option of electing Keiko too. Had he still tried, I could have created a situation where Keiko would survive, or he would have to reveal one of his personal cards. But I noticed an inherent flaw in the numeral system because of that. I can say for sure that he would never have elected her if I had done so.
君の名前を。
大丈夫。
Miharu glares at him. I'd likely do the same if he had gone for her name. But I'm not glaring, I pierce him with my eyes instead. Not only do I already know his name, but we already met. He also knows the area I live in. It was only a matter of time before he found out my name. Somehow I'm surprised I'm not shaking. His presence is as imposing as ever, but I can now stare him dead in the eyes without issue. It's my way of telling him, bring it on.
やはり似ているな。
I don't bother to ask what he means by that. I can't say for sure whether or not he's shouldering a story of his own, but right now I have zero desire to exchange words with him.
それでは今宵の脱落者は1名。これをもって選定を終了といたしましょう。
Shortly after Parker brings an end to the night's round. I wake up feeling refreshed. I must have gotten a good night's sleep for the first time in a while. Keiko has been eliminated, but I don't feel sad about it, just empty. My eyes wander over to my table. Both the letter I received from Keiko and the one I had written are both there. However, when I get up and take a closer look at Keiko's letter, its contents have vanished. Her actions during divine selection, as well as their effects, have been erased. I next check my transcription of her letters and confirm that it remains intact. This proves that those eliminated will be remembered by the other participants, but their actions at large will be undone. However,
世界は完全には変わらない。
the letter she gave me still being here proves that much. Had I been eliminated, chances are that my letter wouldn't have disappeared either, just what I had written on it. In other words, that goddess can't rewrite the words events completely. That might explain why Naomi has a faint recollection of an event that is supposed to be undone. Speaking of Naomi, I'm curious about how much she remembers about Keiko. I can't bring myself to ask her though. I'd rather she remain as uninvolved as possible.
ミハル、ナオミ。
I end up shouting their names without thinking. I can't help myself considering the circumstances. I grit my teeth and rush to get ready for school. I come across Naomi right as I arrive at the school gate. It's a bit awkward seeing her now after what happened last week. Regardless, I tried to act as I usually would and say good morning to her.
おはようございます、先輩。私も今日から本格的に文化祭の準備を始めることにしました。
She doesn't have
看
her
板とか
glasses.
装飾とか考えないといけませんし、もちろんみんなにコーヒーの入れ方も教えます。頼りないかもしれないですけど、頑張ります。だから来月の文化祭には先輩も絶対来てくださいね。うん、もちろんだよ。
I noticed a remarkable difference she's made between Saturday and now. She seems to have changed her hairstyle as well.
そういえば、ナオミ、コンタクトにしたの？はい、もともとコンタクトにしようって思ってましたので、メガネ割れちゃったのが偶然いいきっかけになりました。
After that exchange, we both make our way into the building separately. I can tell she's tiptoeing around what happened last week. Something else is on my mind all throughout the day at school. Has Keiko's son been born following her elimination? That's why I make my way to the hospital, figuring they will at least tell me that much. As it turns out, he has indeed been born, but at the same time, they're informing me that Keiko passed away 3 weeks ago. With that knowledge gained, I take a seat in the lounge to collect myself. It's not easy to deal with learning that someone's died.
あれ、
When I sit down, a man wearing a suit and carrying a baby passes by. He must have just gotten it examined.
あの、
Turns out it's Keiko's husband. I've never spoken to him before, but I summon the courage to do so now. I don't want to keep him for too long, so the conversation only lasts around 5 minutes. His mother lives close by, he claims, so she's currently taking care of the baby. He left work early today since it needed an examination, though. He said he wants to do as much for the baby as he can. I was worried considering what Keiko has said about her mother-in-law wanting to give the baby a more trending name, but she actually sounds like a nice lady. The baby's name, however, really takes me by surprise. Kamebuchi Haruki. For some miracle, he ended up being given the name that Keiko wanted to give him. Keiko must have told her husband about the reason behind her naming choice while she was still alive. The K in Keiko represents a type of olive plant in China as well as Japan's katsura trees. Her name is in reference to how pleasant smells are associated with sincerity. Not only that, but also because her parents wanted her to be as healthy as sturdy as a katsura tree. Having remembered that after Keiko's death, her husband told his mother that he wanted to decide on the baby's name himself. He wanted to give the child a name linked to trees, like his mother, but couldn't think of anything appropriate. Because he wanted his son to be straightforward and earnest, he decided to use the kanji for tree, then add haru at the beginning, since the child was born in spring, thus Haruki. I think back to what Keiko had written in her letter.
私はカツラの木のように健康で丈夫ではいられなかったけれど、そうありたいと願い続けていました。名前は親から子に与える願いであり、希望です。
I'll make my way back to Lionhouse once our conversation ends. I can't sit and twiddle my thumbs anymore. From here on out, I need to act with dignity. And that is where I will leave it off. I hope you guys are enjoying the series. If you are, give the video a thumbs up. If you're not, you're just not really enjoying it as much as I tried to please you guys. I mean, you know what I can do. Tell me. Do you want Fortnite? Is that what you guys want? You want Fortnite? You want to see me die horribly within the first minute of the game? Let me know. Let me know. And I'll do it. Trust me.